Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Deckin Around Deck Specs. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Luchadores Playing Cards from Emmanuel Valtierra. But before we jump into it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
And hurry up and ring the bell.
So this deck is printed by NPCC. It is printed on their linen stock, and it is part of an unspecified print run. This deck, when it was on Kickstarter, was available for $10, and it looks like the retail is going to be about that $12 mark. So let's take a look. So obviously this deck is based around the idea of the masked wrestlers who are famed in Mexico, the Luchadores. So you can see the MW on the top there for masked wrestlers, Luchadores on both sides, and then produced by NPCC in the Ukraine as the stock on the bottom, or the print copy on the bottom. Emmanuel's little copyright information there is also on the back. So I have to say, the one thing I really like about this deck, and I know this is probably not to everyone's taste, I think the back design is actually pretty cool with it. It's a little bit Christmassy candy cane style, but I think it really looks good. This was also my first NPCC deck, and I was expecting it to fan a lot worse than it did. So that was a plus. So you have two matching but differently colored jokers here. And then the cool thing is the artwork on all of these is really just very intricate, all centered around the idea of the masked wrestlers. So you have themes for each of the suits. So like I believe the spades maybe was the Aztec styled wrestlers. So there really is a lot of like the history of luchadors into the deck here.
Yeah, I really dig that border on the back design. I think that nice thin border is so nice.
Yeah, no, it really is a nice thin border on it. It really kind of looks nice because it provides a little bit of differentiation between that second border that's in there. But the artwork on this really, Emmanuel Valtierra does amazing work in this kind of comic-esque style. And then you have your, obviously, the gaff card there, which is a blank face. But he does some beautiful, beautiful work there that really came through in this deck. And I think, the cool thing about it is him being Mexican, he's really about bringing a lot of his philosophies and heritage into the work that he does. And I think it really shows. One of the,
That's cool. Yeah.
he really does some great work there. And I think, you can see it in the vibrancy of the colors, in the kind of the style and the characters that he put into each suit, the variation there, which ties into the drama of the masked wrestlers. I think he really just put a lot of thought into the artwork here that really shines through well with this deck. And at like I said, a $10 price point on Kickstarter was an absolute steal for what it was if you enjoy the artwork.
Yeah, it's really cool, the color. Obviously the Mexican heritage has a lot of, colorful things, whether it's masks, outfits, and it really is cool. One thing I did notice, I don't know if it's just me, but the core cards kind of look like if Geo from Third Way was to design a Luchadors deck, if that's what it would look like.
So I definitely get that vibe a little bit from it. I think it's just the style of the illustration itself, and then also those vibrant colors. So like one of the ones I really enjoy were the clubs, where it's like that blue with almost that like safety yellow, which is so vibrant and never a combination that I would have thought of. But I do have to say too, I know a lot of people knock NPCC as more of a collector's deck. Like I said, this did actually fan better than I had anticipated, just based on the fact that I was expecting it to be utter trash. And I don't know if that's maybe the stock and finish that was used versus maybe, a lot of collector's decks from them could be on smooth finish. But this deck handled pretty well for NPC, So for any
maybe they're adding some new stocks and finishes or something like that, and maybe they're just widening their
range.
abilities.
Yeah, so for anyone who's ever been hesitant to back an NPCC deck, I wouldn't say this would be a great like everyday carry, but for something that you could break in and play with a bit that you like the artwork on, it definitely fans well out of the box.
Yeah,
cool. Right. Well, thanks everyone for checking out this episode of Deckin Around Deck Specs. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We drop these every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, so make sure to check them out.